If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. And the world is going wild when they call for you. And the river's running dry when it all falls through. Don't you worry about a thing, baby, I got you. Yeah, baby, I got you.
For a fact, they both don't like that woman.
Yep, I told you.
I tell you that because, furthermore, if you look at the situation, their father met that woman when he was 29. Do you know how old Diana was? 16. Diana was 16.
Oh my goodness.
My man
What
was
would they say in 2023?
You see? The age police have not said anything.
The age
So
police.
now, when your
Severe grooming.
imagine your mother goes on TV
Brutal, man.
and says your father and his descendants and his predecessors are bullying me, they're making me not eat, the woman is giving me sleepless nights, and then my mother dies, and then you go and marry that woman. Huh? You think I'm gonna like that woman?
That is a slap in the face.
A big slap in the face. But for William, as you said, he's sucking up because what? For him, he wants to be king.
He wants to be king.
But Harry, my guy, my brother, sticking up for his
William
father.
is what you call a man that does not stand for anything, can fall for anything.
He will fall. Look at him, he's just like the wind.
That's why his head is falling as well. His hair is falling out.
Allegedly, he's also like father, like son, I hear.
Yeah.
He also has a side copying, but
Allegedly, man.
Allegedly.
Is this a news flash?
And allegedly,
are you breaking?
She was there at the
We
coronation.
didn't confirm it, you didn't hear it here.
Me, I'm just talking what I read in the newspapers.
What newspaper is this?
That already she was also there at the coronation. On Camilla's side. That's what I saw.
William had chest, eh?
Allegedly. So for me, I don't think they like her, but they tolerate her.
So they have a department of side piece affair.
Was it me? Did you not see that? Did you not see that?
Kills me every single time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday podcast. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe and join the Legion 35,000 subscribers that we now have here at the Duchess of Success podcast. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for joining me day in, day out, whether you subscribed on day one or yesterday. Appreciate you all. I cannot believe it. I don't know how long I'm going to do this podcast, but I am definitely committed to this until 100,000 subscribers at least. Like, I want that silver play button, but regardless, I just love doing this. I love this community. And I think that the whole royal space is it's just a really fascinating space, and it's been made even more fascinating by the fact that we are now living in this age of social media and online media, and royal reporting and royal watching is now has become almost democratized, right? Because before it was just the British tabloids controlling the narrative, along with the royal house and the courtiers, and to some extent also the government, because the monarchy is not a branch of government. And it was like the wild, wild west back in the day. It was nobody to push back, and nobody to really question what was being pumped out. But now we have so many amazing platforms, whether it's mine, whether it's, Baron, who's now at 45,000 subscribers. Congratulations to Baron, and all of the other channels. But of course, there was two people that walked so we could all run, and that's Tina and Michelle from Sussex Squad podcast, the OGs, as well as others who have kind of come, gone, maybe gone silent, like V from Sussex podcast, and also I think my Duke and I podcast, Meghanpedia. Hopefully they will, maybe all make some kind of return, or pop back to the space. But they're floating around, and their efforts are just as appreciated, and there's other people joining the space all the time. So I think we've done a fantastic job of creating our platforms and community, and let's all keep it up. And like I always say, this is not a competition; it's a team sport. The way in which the tabloids they behave as a team sport, right? That's how they're able to just control the narrative. So I think we should use the same model to push back against their one-dimensional narrative. Thank you so much, Church Nelly, for being a member for 15 months. And is Church Nelly actually in the chat, or is that an automated message? Let me just check. Can somebody tell me, or can Church Nelly, can you pop up if you're actually in the chat? Because I think that might be an automated message. Do we have any updates on Church Nelly? I know that she was out the hospital, or just come out the hospital, just had her treatment. Yeah, I really miss V as well, Patty J. I see her on Twitter. She posts a lot on Twitter, but she doesn't really upload as much videos. Joy, she said, I joined your channel as soon as I realized that you and Harry and Meghan. I will be here. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yay! Church Nelly is here. Church Nelly, how are you? Church Nelly, am I ever going to hear your voice, or are you always, are you always going to be a silent listener? Thank you so much for being an amazing mod, and always, making us laugh and pouring that moonshine. And I'm so happy that you are doing well. Welcome back, Church Nelly. Thank you. Okay, let's get to it then, shall we? Some interesting and funny stuff. Oh, wait, no, before we get to it, let's get into Anne's life updates. In Anne's life updates, there was a giant bug in my room. This is one of the things that I dislike about Bali. Bali is the jungle, and in the jungle, there are bugs. So we've had geckos, we've had spiders, we've had cockroaches, flying cockroaches, by the way, and now this. This decided to somehow crawl into my room. I don't know how it came in, because I don't really have windows. Like, I have these artsy glass installations, and I have like one sliding door, and it's closed most of the time. So I don't know how this got in, but it was absolutely massive. It was literally waving at me. and I ordered ink like spray on my Grab app, and I tipped the driver extra. I was like, if you kill the insect, me being such a girly, I was like, if you kill the insect, I'll tip you extra. I swear. I gave him a very very good tip for like spraying this. I think it's a mantis or something. Like I'm sure it's harmless, and I'm so sorry to God's creature, but you should be in the jungle somewhere and not in my room. I also got new ink today. This is the ink that I said I was gonna get, and I was meant to get it on Saturday. But we got there and the place was booked up. So I got Carpe Diem, which means seize the day in Latin, with a little rose on it. So yeah, those of you who are asking what my tattoo was gonna look like, there it is. I also made a new friend. I called him Buddy. Buddy is like, you can see he's just not interested in me at all, like looking the other way. Right, those are my life updates. On to the royals. It's Charles's birthday, Charles's 75th birthday, and the big issue decided to put him on the cover. Um, is this tone deaf or is this tone deaf? Because if you don't know, the big issue is a magazine. Well, they're a whole organization that centers around a magazine that was started to help the homeless. But the thing about the big issue is that the people who they work with, they have to buy the magazine. They usually buy it at about £1.50, and then they've got to sell it for £3 to £4. I don't know if this particular issue is a £4 because it's a special issue, or if they've increased the price, but I believe it's usually £3. The amount of wealth that the royals are hoarding, what that could do for the country and certainly the homeless, and they've decided to put Charles on the cover. You know, William has said that he wants to end homelessness. He's actually worked with the big issue before. He was walking the streets with a homeless man, giving out these magazines while wearing a Rolex. And here we have Charles on the cover. Charles, who operates the whole, of the duchy, which is a land and property portfolio, with no real solid plan of how they intend on being impactful for the people who need it most. But I mean, tone deaf is, the royal second name. And it's always about how things look, not how things are actually going to serve people in the long term. On the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram, they did post pictures of Charles with William when he was younger, and also with the families, but none of those pictures, obviously, with Harry and Meghan. Right, we'll go to your comments before we continue. Sorry if you can hear fireworks in the background, but they're going off. I don't know if there's some kind of party going on. Anita at My Duke and I are still active. Oh, that's good to know. I'll check them out. I haven't checked them out for a while. Thank you, Minx. You have a great day too. Thanks for all your love for Church Nelly. No, and take that off the screen. And do you know what's so crazy? I could hear something flapping in the background for a good 20 minutes, but I thought maybe it was the air conditioning, like moving a piece of paper or fabric or something. I thought I was going absolutely mad. And then I looked to my side table and it was, and the other day there was a gecko by my bedside as well. Ugh. Coco, we had snakes in Bali. Do you know what's so funny? I actually don't mind snakes. As long as I know that it's not a poisonous one, and I think only 2% of snakes are poisonous anyway, I will happily pick up a snake, because actually, contrary to most people's understanding of snakes, they're usually not that aggressive. If you pick them up very softly, they tend not to bite. It's bugs I hate, especially ones that jump and move fast. Patty J, I would have been out of there. I was out of there. I was standing outside waiting for the Grab driver to bring my bug spray. Lola Love, that's a praying mantis. I was praying for my soul because I was so scared that that thing was going to jump at me. Beautiful and beneficial bug. Okay, next time I'll just have the keeper come and get it and put it outside. Yeah, it was waving at me, Tony. Janita wanted to hear my podcast. Oh, Joe, she said the last I heard, B sister was sick, and I think that she has been busy taking care of her. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that update. I didn't know that. Thank you. I hope her sister gets well. All right. Rhonda, you said they don't have a plan because there literally is no plan. Yes, the plan is just to exist, to show up to PR photo shoots and hope that it still dazzles people. Tony, what do they do with all their wealth when the taxpayers pay for everything? Do they sit and stare at it? I think a lot of it is in tax havens, in the Cayman Islands and such. A lot of the former colonies are tax havens, and they serve not just the United Kingdom, but other wealthy individuals from all over the world. Okay, next thing. Some more pictures of Harry and Meghan from their last event in San Diego, looking very nice. Look at James Holt in the background. So happy knowing that he picked the winning team, looking very proudly at Harry. And in the other picture, looking very proudly at Meghan as well. This was posted by someone on Insta saying, honestly, still reeling from this. I'm a huge fan of Meghan, aka the Rachel we all know and love from Suits. The NSW community was truly honoured to have the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in attendance at the grand opening of the West Coast Warrior Fitness Programme, truly a state of the art facility that focuses on recovery and building. To say that I am personally impressed is such an understatement, but furthermore, as a Special Forces spouse, knowing that this program, top of the line practitioners, and so much more is at the fingertips of my husband and brothers gives me peace and ease. My husband and I look forward to his time at the program. Amazing. Also, Doria was out and about, looking her very youthful self. Here she is with Victoria Rowell, who I believe is a Hollywood producer and writer. And they went to see an art installation. So I'm so glad that she seems to have built her own friendship group and her own life and is surrounded by positive people. She was there at the Beyonce concert with some Montecito fam as well, and just seems to be enjoying a relatively private life. We've not seen a whole lot of her, and she does just seem like a very private person anyway. So I'm glad that she has had, for the most part, with only a few intrusions, her privacy respected, and that she's been protected from all of the UK tabloid mess. Right, before we get on to the next thing, I'll go through your comments. Church Nelly, praying mantis eat other bugs. I think that there's plenty of geckos in this villa to eat the other bugs. Janita, I once called a boyfriend to come over and kill a spider. It forced me to. Everybody wants to be an independent woman until there's a spider to kill. Gosh, truly pathetic. I hate spiders too. Let's see. That picture is photoshopped. Which picture? Which picture are you talking about? Is it this one? Can y'all please let me know which picture is photoshopped? Because I don't want to report that anything is what it isn't. I'll just wait until someone lets. Which picture is photoshopped? Let's have a look. Joan Hickey, geckos are generally fine. It's like when you're doing the cooking, make sure that you put the lid on the pot so that they don't fall into your cooking. That's when they're an issue. I think they're talking about the Meghan pic. Which picture is that? This one? Why is this? Why is this? Why do you think this is photoshopped? It doesn't look. I mean, even if it is photoshopped, it's not anything bad, is it? Oh, Megan with the fan, aging at you. Oh, okay. Well, I honestly, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that anybody had tried to make it look aged at all. So, okay, thank you for explaining. But honestly, I didn't notice that. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, on to this funny story. William plans to take the Earthshot Awards to China. Who's gonna tell him? Does anybody want to take one for the team and risk getting thrown onto the floor onto a dog bowl and ask William why he intends on taking Earthshot to China? Who's gonna tell this man? I mean, William is one very busy individual. He is going to end the homelessness crisis in the UK. He is going to bring peace to the Middle East. And now he's going to take the Earthshot Awards to China. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, this guy is just going to do it all. But let's have a read on how he intends on doing this. Just give me a sec while I get this article. Sorry, folks, listen to some music. Okay, so this is from Celeb Bitchy. Let me just take that off the screen. Okay. So many people completely ignored this year's Earthshot Awards. That is true. And I'm going to prove why that's true in a sec after I've read this. It was amazing. I love that for Prince William. I love that it was ignored, she says. The stupidest part about the Singapore Awards was that William really was faced with one of the biggest dilemmas of his soft, lazy life: bring Kate and get more attention, or be able to launch himself as a sexy single statesman with significantly less attention. And this is what I say all the time. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Kate Middleton, but the truth is that she's good for the papers, especially when it comes to her fashion. It definitely helps to bump up the sales. And without Kate, it's just proven that William struggles on his own. He struggles to bring the razzle dazzle. He struggles to bring the attention. Even I think some of the royalist pages do appreciate having Kate around, just for the fact that they have, something extra to report on, usually her fashion or her hair. But with William, what do you talk about? And so, okay, it continues. Kate, bring Kate and get more attention, or be able to launch himself as a sexy single statesman with significantly less attention. If he truly wanted to get the most attention for himself or Earthshot, he would have brought Kate along. But he didn't, because it would have also distracted from him. But nobody was paying attention anyway, so he might as well have just bought her. But of course, royals don't like to be in competition with each other or admit that one is more popular than the other. Kaiser goes on to say, but he can't stand to be around her and he didn't want his ass groped at Singapore. So here we are. People paid such little attention to Earthshot that we forgot that William was supposed to announce where next year's Earthshot would be held. Well, the big news, Earthshot is going to China. The Prince of Wales will take his annual Earthshot prize to China in an attempt to engage with the country and fast forward change to its environmental policies. Do y'all realize that even the British government often hesitate to do any type of negotiations or diplomacy with China? And these clips that I've taken from LBC, this was of a discussion that went viral, where the guy from China was basically saying, "No, Britain isn't a competitor. They're just some. It's just a country that we have to get on with." Goes on to say, he will visit the world's biggest polluter despite severely strained relations between China and the West, a decision that is marked in contrast to his father's approach. I have to wonder what the British government think about this. Are they co-signing this? Because monarchy is a branch of government. Goes on to say, the king, who will be 75 on Tuesday, has never visited mainland China because of his views on the regime's treatment of Tibet and its human rights record. By comparison, William is said to believe that you can't exclude a big chunk of the planet when thinking about fighting for its future. William, 41, discusses his plans for China with the Prime Minister of Singapore. Discussed his plans for China with the Prime Minister of Singapore last week during his 3-day visit to the country, which hosted this year's Earthshot Prize award ceremony. A royal source said Prince William believes that when it comes to the climate and the environment, Asia is critical. He's of the view that you can't exclude a big chunk of the planet when thinking about fighting for its future to fast forward the change and impact he wants. He knows he has to engage with China and India. He actually doesn't. The British government can engage with China and India because they're the government. We don't need royals involved in this level of diplomacy at all, because the amount of money that we're going to spend just to send William there, the flights to send him, security, the press crew that we're spending, and obviously, I mean, I don't know, is the Chinese government, are they gonna be willing to pay for any security measures and all of the organization that will go into having a diplomat or having somebody who's considered as a diplomat there? It's not like William can just waltz in and start walking around. Everything has to be planned and coordinated. China and India, two of the world's biggest economies and biggest emitters of carbon dioxide. This is not him commenting on government policy. This is about his approach to the environment and ability to create real global change. It is him thinking, where can I deliver impact and change, not just here, but around the world? Well, why not just here? Not just here, obviously referring to the United Kingdom, where we have sewerage being pumped into the water. So why not just here? Why can the future king of England and the United Kingdom just focus on the United Kingdom? Guys, my mum just sent me a text message. She said, "Are you a Galton for punishment? I can't." Is she saying I can't work out where it is on your body? She's making fun of my tattoo. Thanks, mum. Okay, so it ends by saying, sorry about that segue. It ends by saying a Kensington Palace spokesman said, scalar ambition is something the prince thinks about a lot. It took him 41 whole years to think about that. Harry was thinking about it when he was 19, when he started Centre Ballet, and was it 24 he started Invictus? That's when Harry was thinking about it. William is thinking about it at 41, and he is going everywhere and anywhere to try and outdo his brother. When I think he should just focus on the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom needs a lot of attention from its future king. And it ends by saying he wants to make Earthshot truly global. While I know there are many American politicians who use China as their go to boogeyman, I don't think I realized until just now with this Times piece that British politicians are so wary of even going to China or doing any kind of diplomacy. When your country is stuck in an isolationist rut, perhaps sending a dumb, lazy prince to China is groundbreaking or important, but it's not 1955 anymore, exactly. China has opened up in some ways. The rest of the world is in China, and China has reached out to the rest of the world. That being said, China's strict social media and media censorship policies, next year's Earthshot is going to get even less attention. Exactly. But that, oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. That is very true. They're very strict on social media. I think that actually a lot of the social media platforms are banned. So how are they going to promote something that they can't promote online? Meanwhile, Peckington, I love that we call him that now, posted these behind the scenes photos on Instagram where he was preparing for his big Invictus speech. He made sure to pose like Prince Harry and Invictus. Sorry, I don't have those pictures on the screen, but Kaiser's just taking the piss there. Oh, guys, that's actually a very good point that that Kaiser made at the end. Why, if you want to be this big global statesman, would you go somewhere where even the British government is very wary of going, where you can't even really post on social media, and it's also quite difficult for journalists? Make it make sense, someone. Make it make sense. And doing all this while the UK is historically going through some things. Janita, William, sexy, where? Listen, there are some roses out there who find William very sexy. Just because you don't find him sexy, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, granted, not everybody has 20/20 vision, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Thank you so much, Elaine Parker, for being a member for 19 months. Highly appreciated. Um, uh, Lorna, you said, sorry, I'm in and out of chat with my comments. What does the US, Singapore, and China all have in common? Money. Yeah, and that could also be part of it. They could, it could also just be a front for corruption. The royals are not above taking corrupt money. Charles took money from the Bin Laden families. He's been all over the world taking cash bags from nefarious individuals. And William is no different. So, yeah, maybe that's also part of it. Because if there's one thing that there's a lot of in China is money. Okay. On to the next thing. Actually, before we move on to the next thing, let's have a look at some numbers. So this is the Earthshot Prize YouTube. The Earthshot Prize YouTube has 58.3 thousand subscribers. Now the Royal Sussex channel, that's Baron's channel, has 45,000 subscribers. And the Earthshot Prize, the award show, got 20k views in one day. Baron's last video got 13k views in one day. So Harry and Meghan fan channels are literally rivaling official channels by the royals without the machine that the royals have. And what does it say? That only 20,000, that is nothing. I have videos on my channel that have hit more than 20,000. That is a pretty low number for something that is meant to be, or they hail it as this global awards show, and this is meant to be a William's baby. I'm pretty sure if I checked Invictus definitely it's got way more views than that. The Invictus opening. Right, last thing I wanted to say. Kate was at a remembrance ceremony. Interestingly enough, she's actually wearing the Queen's earrings. Those are the Queen's earrings. Angela Kelly is no longer manning the royal vault, so Kate has helped herself. FYI, we still don't know where that 18 million pounds worth of royal jewelry that has gone missing. We still don't know where that is. And, obviously this is a solemn occasion, it's Remembrance Day, but there's sadness behind Kate's sadness. And I have to wonder if now, after all of this, does she regret the way she treated Meghan? Does she regret the way that she allowed that Meghan made Kate cry lie just run without correction? Does she regret giving her life to this institution? Because if anyone would have helped her and been an ally, especially if she wanted to leave, it's Meghan and Harry. And I think she's put herself in a situation where she just can't be trusted. The way somebody behaves the first time, that's them telling you who they are. So believe them. So yeah, we saw the pictures from the Royal Albert Hall remembrance ceremony, and they told a whole story. I think that the marriage between Kate and William is definitely reached that Diana and Charles phase when they were towards the end, when neither of them could hide how they feel about each other anymore. Right. I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you as always, everyone. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out. And links are in the description box as always. If you would like to donate. Pom Tate is gone again. Didn't she I think she left at one point. Did she come back? And then she left and came back. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I remember that channel. Didn't it have like blue branding? All right. Let's end with your comments and call it a day. Coco, he said, William seems to be allowed to do whatever he wants with no checks or approval needed. Everyone is clearly afraid of telling him no. Yeah, I think so. I think now he's just in a race with his brother instead of trying to just be his own man. And I think that he would gain so much more respect, like I said, if he just focused on the UK. Like the rest of the world is busy with its own things, its own dramas. Nobody in China is asking for Prince William. No one. I guess also maybe another reason why China will be a good choice is because there likely won't be any protests. They'll keep that under control for sure. Joan Hickey, you said William has to have instant gratification but puts in no effort. Because mind you, between now and China, what is going on with Earthshot between that time? Rahini, yeah, he's going to China for them cash bags, the same ones that his father keeps grabbing from all types of nefarious people, including the Bin Laden family. That one I can't get over because Harry went to the front lines of Afghanistan twice. Yes, lady, big old cash. And why cash bags of money? You're literally the king, well, he was a prince then, but running around with cash bags of money? What, no crypto transfer? It's 2023. Yeah, that's another thing, Wendy. There's bad blood between the UK and China, Hong Kong. I think that he could actually be putting himself in a situation where he will be setting himself up for criticism because of certain political issues regarding the UK, China, and Hong Kong. I do not think that this is a good idea at all. I don't know whose idea this was, but you better tell Prince William, no. Like, cancel. I actually wouldn't be surprised if this was cancelled. Hi, Outsider's Perspective. Yeah, look at you making it for a live. Happy to see you. Light side, you're like, what? Yeah, unfortunately, you reap what you sow. Yeah, Rhonda, the sadness behind the sadness. I think she's putting on a solemn face because this is obviously a very solemn event. It's Remembrance Day. But there's something behind that. I think she re-wore her McQueen jacket as well. Rahini, lots of trolls today. I haven't seen any trolls. I've been going through the comments so fast I didn't notice. Yes, perhaps the Deranged channels are on a break. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao.
If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to